All right, three, two, one. Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. Before we get started, I'd just like to ask that everybody, if you enjoy the content and what we're doing here on the channel, please subscribe, like, share, slap that bell around, and just let everybody know what's going on here at Idle Hands. It helps with the algorithm and puts the video in front of more eyeballs out there in the interwebs. So, yes, thank you very much for watching right now. And hey, let's get into the show. We have a little bit of clips, a little bit of something about the big game yesterday. And although it didn't go as we had hoped, but in full transparency, I don't follow hockey like at all. I don't care about hockey. Other than I do like the Blackhawks just because I'm from Chicago. And it looks like we've got a little bit of DOGE dividend checks maybe coming our way, which might be cool, although that's probably not going to be for a while. So, yeah, and of course, we have our crazy lefty logic, liberal looniness to get through. So it should be fun. All right, 10,000 subscribers. Let's do it.
Canada made the mistake of booing Team USA, and then they got their asses kicked. Team USA,
fantastic.
Canada again today, rematch.
Yep.
A message of encouragement for Team USA versus Canada.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we'd like you to kick their asses again because you don't boo the United States of America. And to Canada, if you guys don't win, the tariffs are even higher. No, I'm kidding. That's the president's decision.
JD Vance is cool. Okay, Canada should be prepared for New England fans, unforgiving. And they did boo a bit. Not as much as I expected, but boy, did they give the USA chance and gave our hockey team some much needed love for sure. But this is funny. We've got Elon and JD and President Trump. That's funny. Good stuff there. Okay, I'm glad we have JD Vance, not some rhino like Pence anymore. Oh no, Pence was just turned out to be such a disappointment. He's so genuine and funny as F. Yeah, he is. I mean, he's a real relatable guy. If they're going to disrespect the U.S., they better be ready for some consequences. Team USA should take that energy to the ice and show them how it's done. And the tariff threat, that's just classic Vance. Oh boy, I tell you. Now, of course, we didn't win, unfortunately, but it was, I guess it was, you know, when we did score, it was pretty exciting. So, okay, ignore the anthem, accept the results. USA is heading for another victory. Yeah, that didn't age very well, but I mean, we kept it close. I mean, we went to overtime, so I don't know. I guess that's doing fairly well. He pulls no punches like his boss. I love it. Canada, you are in for a severe butt kicking. That didn't age well. Okay, MAGA, Trump will make Canada great again. Well, that might be true. At least help. Oh, boy. Let's see if they can have more fights than 3 in the first 9 seconds. Oh boy, hockey fights. We need to acknowledge here that Mike Pence could effing never be this cool. That is totally true, man. He is so kind of just flatline, you know? Okay, so JD was an excellent pick as Trump's VP. America First agenda has a bright future. You know what? I think it does. And I think we're in good hands. This is funny. So we beat the snow Mexicans. I don't even know what that's probably a horrible thing to say, but it's kind of funny. So we're hopefully in the age now where we can not be so politically correct. But anyways, we beat the snow monkeys at their own game, Father. It's time to invade. That is so funny. It's like Barron's really calling the shots, you know, like behind the scenes. That's funny. That's funny stuff, I tell you. All right, I'm Canadian, but my money is on America tonight. Yeah, they gave it their, but I guess like what, Canada has the best player. Or I guess he's Canadian. I don't know if he plays for a American team. I have no idea. I don't even know what his name is. I think it's like McDavid or something. I don't know. Anyways, this is great. That's right. Dominance, complete dominance over the Canadian Geese. That's funny stuff. But anyways, maybe next time.
Said, like there's a lot of rich people out there. They should be caring more about the country.
Yes.
Because the reason they should be caring more about the country is if America falls, what do you think is going to happen to your business? What do you think? Do you think you'll be okay if the ship of America sinks? Of course not. Like, what I'm doing here, what the president's doing, it's just long-term thinking.
Yeah.
The ship of America must be strong. The ship of
Yes, it
America
must.
cannot sink. If it sinks, we all sink with it.
We're totally out.
There's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of the DOGE savings to American citizens and 20% goes to paying down debt, because the numbers are incredible, Elon. So many billions of dollars, billions, hundreds of billions, and we're thinking about giving 20% back to the American citizens.
Now, my question is, okay, so he's setting that 20% mark. So if they just keep on finding more and more and more, like, savings, fraudulent savings, is because they're saying that it is going to equate to $5,000, a check for $5,000. I don't know if that's per person. That should be per person, so that'd be awesome if you're married. Like that'd be like $10,000. But yeah, if the savings goes up, that 5,000 should then go scale up as well, because the more you have, the more that 20% is going to be. You know what I'm saying?
We're not in the business of giving out money, and honestly, I don't know what $5,000 will do for you.
Wow, look, 5,000 would do a lot for me. I don't know about any of you out there, but maybe you are just so wealthy that 5,000 is like you can wipe your butt with it. But that's some good change to throw in the bank, So whatever. Okay, Trump is finally putting a stop to the Ukraine slush fund. No more billions with no accountability. Zelensky's panic mode activated. Yes, I think so. He is not
Can you
happy.
resurrect that deal? Is there anything that you can do?
I think I'm going to resurrect it. Or, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to resurrect it, or things are not going to make him too happy. And look, it's time for elections. Haven't had an election in a long time. It's wonderful to say, we can't have an election, but it's time for elections, and it's also time to find out what happened with all the money.
Yeah.
Because he made the statement that half of it he doesn't know where it is, or something like that. And I'd like to find out all the money that we've been sending to Ukraine, where is it? And I can tell you we're doing very well with Russia. We're going to do something with Russia that he was unable to do. We can make a deal with Russia to stop the killing of, potentially additional millions of people. The soldiers are being just wiped out on both sides. Wiped out. It's horrible. The weaponry today is so powerful, so, strong,
and
that it's killing a lot of soldiers. And I don't want to see they're Russian and they're Ukrainian. I don't want to see those soldiers killed. They have mothers and fathers. They have sisters and brothers. I don't want to see them killed.
So I'm not sure I think somebody did an article about Trump and had this for the cover or the digital cover. I'm not sure where this came from, but apparently the left are just freaking out over this, especially Hochul in New York. She is not happy with Trump right now. She is whining and complaining. So that's funny. Finally putting a stop to the Ukraine slush fund. Yes. Yes, finally. The entitlement of Zelensky is appalling. Really, where did he get off? End that war. Totally. It's about time. This is long overdue. Yes, it is. For sure. Clowns beware, the MAGA train is back on track. Whoop, whoop. Can't come soon enough. What a waste. Yes.
That's all people do.
Give me a break.
That's all.
What a chump. So the gravy train stops and he just like totally like F the United States. Whatever. That patch, if it was real, probably cost the taxpayer $800 a piece. Yes. That's funny. I've noticed that America's allies stop being allies when the money train stops. Yeah, of course. Totally. Is this the cook? Why is he so clean? That's funny. His uniform, kit, and patches are too unused and clean for him to be a combat asset. Pure propaganda. This is all. Yes, I totally agree. If they keep this up, let Russia have everything to the east and we'll take the west. Oh, boy. How much of the aid sent to Ukraine was spent on those patches?
No one is illegal. No one is illegal. Viva Mexico. Viva Mexico.
Oh, boy. Oh, these sad, sad people. Bye. Safe travels. Adios. Identify him and give him a free ride quickly back to Mexico. Yeah, totally. I don't know why ICE isn't over all of these protests. They have to know they're going on. They can't be that impromptu. Okay, I read that most of them really do hate America. They come here to get benefits and make money, both illegally and criminally, and retire in Mexico. We don't want them. Now, I don't think that's. I think that's kind of a blanket statement. That's a little bit too broad. I mean, yes, they did come illegally, but I think a vast majority of them are just trying to get a better life and you know, work, make a living, hopefully pay some kind of tax. I don't know. But yes, there is definitely a huge element that is exactly this. So I don't know. No one is illegal except the people who are here illegally. Makes no sense to show allegiance to a country that you fled from. Yeah. Just a walk across the border and you're home, buddy. Just a short little jaunt. He's literally exposing himself. Yeah, totally. Viva the place that I don't want to go.
Should be. What did that car do?
So this is crazy.
Yeah, I kept getting out of her car.
Now that officer looks like a man, but some people are saying it's a woman. I can maybe see it's a woman. She's super butch though.
We're gonna be in the news.
We're gonna be in the news. Yeah, so apparently now these people who are clearly Biden supporters are on the left. You know, now they're just applauding, you know, police brutality. they're all in. They're all in when it's towards somebody that supports Trump. But yeah, this is like, this is. I mean, she didn't get killed or anything, but this is totally over the line.
Oh my God.
Overreaction.
Oh.
She was not a threat at all to the officer.
Oh.
She's probably a flaming lib. The officer, that is.
A viral video shows a surprise woman waving a Trump flag in the air, getting thrown to the ground by a police.
Now, I guess that's in Surprise, Arizona. Like, when I didn't know there was a place called Surprise. So I kept on, I was like, when I was reading the articles and stuff and listening to the different clips, I was like, why is everybody surprised? But yeah, it's an actual place, I guess. Though I don't guess it is.
Officer. The woman speaking exclusively to 12 News journalist Sean Rice about her take that the officer's use of force was excessive.
Sean is live where the incident happened near Bell Road and Civic Center Plaza with more.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, the woman you see there in that video is named Camelia Gokon. She tells me she was driving around this surprise area on Monday afternoon when she saw some anti-Trump protesters gathered at this intersection. She decided to take out her pro-Trump flag and begin waving it around as she rode around in her red convertible. She was then pulled over by a surprise police officer, but before the officer could approach her driver's side window, she exited her car and began waving the flag in the air.
There were so many options for this officer to manage this and not to escalate to that point.
The only thing that I would say that is against this lady is that she did get out of her car. I mean, clearly from the video footage, which was actually not that great. I don't know what that guy was. He was drunk or something, but she's clearly not a threat. She's an older, out of shape, lady holding a flag. There's no gun in her hand. There's no knife in her hand. She's not reaching for something out of her pocket. She didn't like rush the police officer. And in my opinion, the cop totally went over the line, totally overreacted, and honestly, I think it was politically motivated. The police officer's reaction. So, anyways, it's okay for the entire 8 lanes of the 101 to be blocked with no repercussions. It's okay for liberals to burn cities and destroy towns and stores. But the first time an old lady who supports Trump responds, they attack her like she's a ravenous wolf or something. Yeah, totally. I don't know if you saw, but the officer actually scuffled with her inside the car as well. I don't know. This whole thing was just completely overblown. The cop looks like a woman. I thought it was a man the first few times I watched the video, but I can kind of see where it's a total butch woman. So by the video, it seems that someone will be getting a nice chunk of money because of what happened. Yeah, the lady actually got a cut on her arm, and she had a bunch of bruises on her other arm when she got just brutally whipped to the ground. So illegals can protest now, but one older white lady with Trump flags is thrown to the ground for waving a Trump flag. Hope this mother effer loses his job. See, he says his because he thinks it's a guy too. His job, pension, and has to work in fast food after this. There's nothing wrong with working fast food. It's actually a pretty tough job. I've done it myself for a little bit. Okay, so must be a very dangerous criminal. I'll bet she smuggled people and drugs across the border in her convertible, along with those flags. Here, the person calling it awesome job. Suddenly, police brutality is all fine. And then, exactly. Exactly. But if they were waving a BLM or a pride flag or stopping traffic for some oil protest, nothing would have happened. Yeah, nothing. The cops would have just sat there and watched it. Lousy camera work prevents context. Yeah, I don't know. I thought at first the guy was maybe in a vehicle, and then traffic started to move, and it was like, oh, we're not gonna get the full, But he just stood there. But for some reason, the camera was just moving all over the place. Geez, dude, learn how to get some videography skills or something. It's not that hard. X is the real news now. I kind of agree with that. F and DEI cop can't even handle a chubby Trump supporter. Oh, boy. Well, it looks like an investigation for the new FBI director and his team. Yeah, I agreed. Go Cash. Sounds like some policeman was a little mad they lost. Yeah. Look at this. Right. It was perfect. But it's so crazy. Look at that. It's so crazy. Twice. It is just crazy. Look at this. Oh, man. These people, there had to have been guardian angels or something. Look at it. This is crazy. We're talking centimeters. That dude's head would have been completely crushed. That one's not so crazy. He would have just had a black eye or something, but I mean, look at this. Look at that. It follows perfectly. It's amazing. I could watch this stuff all day long. I don't know about you. Look at that. It just perfectly stops. There's no way. Gosh, that dude saved his friend's life. Look at this. Look at it. He hit his head with a chainsaw. Nothing happened. Like, how does that happen? Boom. That is so crazy. You know, everybody in this video needed a new pair of underwear after this. Yeah, I think so. My gosh. Whew. Angels have to be. There's no other explanation. We're in a simulation. Well, that could be one explanation. Whoosh, some of those calls were a little too close for comfort. What a compilation. Man, yeah, I totally agree. Hopefully we'll have more. I've been there, done that at least 3 times in my life. Now, I would say that that type of a situation, yeah, maybe like 3 times, maybe 4 times in my life, most of them involving a car. So I'm actually, I'm thankful to be alive, because some of those instances were definitely would have been life-threatening for sure. So yeah, I think we all have moments like that. And this is awesome. This is amazing. This turtle is obviously in distress, needs help. And look, all the other turtles just like converge on him and flip him over. What is going on with that? That is so awesome. Anyone else find this fascinating? Yes, B. This implies they can communicate and make some pretty complex decisions. Yeah, they had to have communicated somehow. I don't know if it's the slapping of the water and they knew that was like distressful or something. I don't know what was going on there, but I think it's pretty awesome that we were able to witness that. Yes, for sure. Okay, and none of them pulled out their phones to record him dying. Imagine that. Oh man, we're horrible. We're horrible people. Okay, that's so cool. Nature is amazing. Yeah, it is pretty amazing. And people think most animals lack intelligence. That was amazing. Wait, okay, yeah, I agreed. I just said it. People need to be more like this. Oh my gosh, so madly. The I don't need a man generation. This is just a short little clip, but if this is for real, just watch.
Hold it. I don't even know where it's at anymore. Do you think if we have to drive back to the house?
For real? That's funny. The fact they're putting tape on it and recording it means it's a setup. Now, I could agree with that sentiment. Yeah, that could be, for sure. Yeah, okay. I don't need no man to blow up my tires. Oh, funny. Damn, they must work for the government. Yeah, could be. Girl bosses unite. Yeah, girl power. Bro, Scotch tape. Make men great again, please. Yes, for sure. It's not going so well for that specific generation.
I don't know how else to say this, but my husband is manipulating and emotionally abusing me.
Oh man. Tell me about it. Whatever you're comfortable talking about. Yeah, I don't want you to just talk. Tell me as much as you feel comfortable telling me.
Okay, so
this is so retarded.
Let me just start from the beginning. When my husband and I first started dating, we had this deep conversation about cheating. He told me, clear as day, if this ever happens, I need to know straight away.
So clear.
If you tell me and it only happens once, I think I could forgive you. And honestly, that stuck with me. It made me feel like, okay, if I ever screwed up, at least being honest would matter to him more. Fast forward 5 years, and we're married now. A couple weeks ago, there was this company party, and I don't even know how to say this, but I made a huge mistake.
No, you didn't. You knew
slept
exactly
with a coworker.
What you were doing.
I know. It's awful. It was a moment of weakness, and I've hated myself every second since it happened.
You don't sound like you have an ounce of regret in your voice right now, okay? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
That conversation we had all those years ago, it kept playing in my head. I thought, if I just told him, at least I'd have a chance to fix things, you know? So,
Women.
Women do earn less in America because they choose to. This is nature's way of saying women should be at home with the kids. They're happier there. They are pretending that they like working, and they're not making money because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh, boy.
I
mean,
I'm literally... You just said you're single. You don't have a boyfriend.
This chick is a total lefty
Look,
feminist.
you're miserable. You would be so much happier with kids around you tonight. Imagine
This
coming
is so
home.
triggering for her. Oh my gosh. Preaching
I was
truth.
born, a doctor took out a ruler and measured something down there and was like, it's 1.4 centimeters, 14 millimeters, which means you're a boy. And they wrote down an M on my birth certificate.
Yeah.
And had that thing been a little shorter, they would have been like, this person may...
Has a smaller schlong. Like, you have a fully functional penis when you're born, dude, if you're a man, okay? If you're a male, whether it's 14 centimeters or 5 centimeters when you're born, it's a penis, okay? There's no getting around that, buddy.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
You're delusional.
They have a mixture of chromosomes somewhere. And if it was a lot shorter, they would have been like, this person is a girl. And they would...
No, that's not how it works. You either have a fully functional penis or you have a vagina. How does this get warped in people's heads? I don't understand it.
would have written an F. But at the end of the day, I wasn't assigned male at birth or assigned female at birth. Like this comment says, I was a baby. I was assigned baby at birth. The most important things about me, the information given to my...
Because you were a baby at birth. If you were born a full-grown man, you would have killed your mother. I'm sorry. There would be no way of avoiding that. Oh, this guy's stupid. He's retarded.
My parents wasn't, this one's a boy, so you need to sign up for football. It was, hey, this baby needs to eat or else it will die. That was all the information they were given. They were told to keep this baby safe because it is a baby. I was not born a man. If I was born a man, I would have been like Benjamin, what's his name? Benjamin Button? I would have been like Benjamin Button. He was born an old man, but I was born this big. Ergo, why do you guys feel the need to call me a man? I was never born one.
Yeah, you were. Oh my gosh. The delusion runs deep in these people. No common sense at all.
Damn, listen to this basketball announcer. When you get what it is he's saying, this one hits hard.
Yeah, because you're a total beta male. A Kamala bro. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's listen to this shocking commentary.
Kamala Harris in the building tonight. Doug by her side. And they have seen this game go from a lopsided affair to a tight one with 9:47 remaining in regulation. The Warriors have cut this to a 6-point game.
No one
I gotta tell you, Brian, I'm a big Kamala Harris fan, but I wish she wasn't here tonight.
Good call.
What a soy
She probably
boy.
feels the same.
Yeah, to his point, I think that we all can think of somewhere we'd rather see Kamala right now.
Actually, no. I don't care what Kamala's doing. As long as she's not in the White House serving as president of the United States. So, my friend, this one's for you. That was delicious.
There is no such thing as the LGBT community. It is the LGBT community. It is the LGBTQIA plus community. If you are looking at all of the things happening with the trans community and you are not standing up and fighting for the trans community, what are you doing?
What about wasn't there like at one point they were including two spirits in there as well or something? Did that get totally dropped? I think there's a few more letters that have been dropped over the last year or so. So what happened to those people? I don't know.
Queer people, lesbians, bisexuals, gays, pansexuals, anyone under the LGBTQIA plus community would not have their rights without trans people, specifically trans women, specifically.
Are you retarded? Okay, look, I'm not totally into the whole gay movement or anything like that, but when I was growing up and when I was a young adult, a very young adult, that's like when the whole gay movement was like really starting to pick up, I don't know about momentum, but you know, they were starting to get some rights and they were starting to be acknowledged by the common set of people in America, you know what I mean? And yeah, they fought for their rights in a very civil way, not like these radical crazy trans, which they're not all crazy, but a lot of them are. So I don't know what she's talking about.
Black trans women. And
specifically black trans, because you got to bring in the black aspect of it, because they're even more of an obscure part of the movement, that they're more in danger. Jesus, ladies.
Guess who's most at risk right now?
Oh yes,
Black
of course.
trans women.
Oh yes.
If you are not standing up and fighting for them,
yes,
what are you doing? You are literally on the wrong side of history. You would not have rights without black trans women.
No. And there's no reason to bring black people into this conversation at all, regardless of whether you're trans or whatever. It has nothing to do with... Okay, anyways, let's get to it.
If you are staying silent, if you are being ignorant, if you are ignoring what's happening, what are you doing? Our community is at risk. They fought for us. We need to fight for them.
I had to pull over because apparently this is happening. What the?
Okay. Dude, you need to have bigger graphics. Okay. Members of Congress attempt to enter USAID or USAID, as some people say. I've always been saying it USAID with the emphasis on the. Anyways, I was saying it differently. Let's go. This guy's stupid.
Are we doing, guys? There's an illegal immigrant who has unilaterally decided that USAID...
Okay, first of all, Elon is not an illegal immigrant, you moron. He is legally here. He did it the right way. So I don't know what you're talking about, where you're getting your talking points, because I think they're coming out of your butt, quite frankly.
Is just not a thing anymore. Look at these elected officials trying to do their fucking jobs right now and being barred from it.
Okay, those representatives have never entered that building in their whole entire career, okay? This is all political grandstanding and photo ops for their campaigns. That's it. This is such faux outrage from the Democrats. It's disgusting.
This doesn't piss you guys off to the point of fucking exhaustion. I don't know what else will. This is not okay. This is not normal, and this is not allowed.
Yes, it's not allowed for these people to absolutely scam the taxpayers out of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars, and give it to these absolutely asinine, insane projects around the world. They have nothing to do to help project the United States and our way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway.
This is illegal. Elon Musk, who is just gaining access to multiple federal organizations.
It's his job now. He was appointed. Well, I mean, he wasn't elected, but it's his job now. Trump put him into that position to look into all this stuff, and he's uncovering a bunch of garbage, and the rats are just scurrying on the sinking ship.
Locking federal officials out of federal organizations. When is somebody gonna step in and fucking do something? Somebody needs to do fucking something. This cannot keep happening. This has to stop. This has to stop. This is fully illegal, fully unconstitutional, fully horrific, and everybody knows it.
You are fully wrong, my friend.
Do something. Please, everyone, just reach out to your elected officials and get something done. And for you elected officials that are actually trying to get shit done, thank you for fighting for us.
It's time for Dave's Detox. Okay, so this is just like a cool little thing. So they're not always going to be animal videos, but this is really kind of cool that she can do this. That's amazing. That's funny. Oh, geez. Cute little cat. Nice. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Oh no.
This is crazy. You would never expect that to happen. This is funny. Such caution. And it's just a bag. An empty bag. Oh, man. Oh, good job. Now just bring it down. Oh my gosh. What the freak is this? Out from hell. What the heck?
Sit.
That's awesome. If that doesn't brighten up your day, I don't know what will. That will. Look at that, it's so funny. Oh. Oh man, that was a good detox. All right, well, listen, if you enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, share, slap that bell around, boom, 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 and tell everybody what's going on here at Idle Hands. And I do deeply appreciate it, and I am thankful for everyone still watching. All right, so until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.